Ubiest of the tubiest, the best YouTube subscribers on the planet. That's you. And I'm 50 plus, Mr. Everett.
How you doing?
So, we've had a short journey, right?
Yeah.
But it was a good one because, you did pretty good, bro. You're going to be just fine. Not a problem. So the purpose of this one, of course, ain't to meet him because he's about to upgrade today. But you got here via veterans, right?
Yeah.
So how does that work? Talk to me about that. What's the program?
So I went through a program called Troops to Transportation. While I was doing my out processing and everything, there was a recruiter by the name of Audrey Allison. She contacted me and I talked to her and she explained how I could get my CDL through using my GI Bill and stuff like that, and the process of how long it would take, and then afterwards how I would proceed to to getting a job also. So they also did job placement. So they send out emails and stuff like that, and and then put your qualifications. Like, say I was an 88 Mike, which is technically a truck driver in the military. So they put my qualifications in the military, like in the emails, and then sent it to to companies, and it went from there.
Yeah. So up to that point, it was pretty much handled by military.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And then, but of course the school, the CDL school, was a civilian school, obviously, right?
No, it was I guess you could say it's a civilian military school.
Was everybody there from the military?
A lot of people, majority of people are there from that they were prior service or they were in the military. Even the teachers, the instructors. That's what the word I was looking for. But the instructors were prior service, and like they had pretty good information. They were also previous truck drivers that had a lot of experience, and they actually cared about if you got the information that they was teaching. Yeah. Like, they weren't just like, say, here, you figure it out. They were just like, all right, we're gonna go over it again, and if you can't get it, we're gonna go do it again. Right. Like it was a lot of time of doing maneuvers and making sure you understood how to shift the trucks and when to stop at stop signs, and how to make sure that 53-foot trailer is getting where it needs to be for you to back up or even make corners. So
you'd be surprised how many guys get on here and they tell me either they didn't really care for their CDL school, and how many guys tell me that they pulled around a pup trailer. So when they get into the real world, it'll be the first time they pulled a 53-foot trailer.
Yeah, we did the pup trailers and the 53. So I mean, we did both. Yeah.
But you got a 53. So these guys were like, I'm like, really? You never pulled a 53-foot trailer? They would know. Like, oh man, this is gonna be an awakening. But it's not, such a bad thing, and as you continue to drive, the trailer gets a little shorter, doesn't it?
Yeah, you start getting comfortable and know how to maneuver and stuff like that. It gets better.
It does get better. It does get better. I'm glad that it was a pleasant experience for you. So, what state did you take your CDL?
It was
training in. What was the school? Where was that school located?
The school is in Georgia. They also had a couple other ones located in certain areas. I can't think of them off the top of my head, where was it? But
what's the name of the one that you went to?
It's Troops to Transportation, but it was in Georgia on Fort. I want to say on the military base there in Georgia. I want to say like Fort Worth or something like that, or Wherever Fort Benning was, I think.
Fort Benning.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you'd already had been. You'd already left the military when you did that, or did you do it while you were still enlisted?
I had left the military and then did it. But you can do it while you're still in. There was a couple students there that were on leave, and that's where they were.
Oh, okay.
At school, and yeah.
Just acquiring it while they're still enlisted.
While they're still in.
Yeah, that's a good deal, man. So it all seemed to work out for you pretty well, huh?
Yeah, it worked
out. Then they, the military recruiters, then reached out to companies to try to help you get placed.
Well, the instructors in the recruiting department of Troops of Transportation reached out. Basically, like they were the ones who were reaching out to sending out the emails and making sure your MVRs were clean and that you had trying to get how much time behind the wheel you had, so you can look a certain way to these companies, and maybe one of them give you a call, and you by the time you get your CDL and stuff like that, you'd be going to work. Some people already had jobs while they were acquiring their CDL.
Yeah. Here at Melton, we have a group that's their job here is to make sure that the veterans transition to our company here at Melton in a seamless way. And then there's some benefits to that as well. Have you had an opportunity to get with those guys?
Yeah, they so how I heard about Melton was the I guess your recruiter guy, or the guys who come out and talk to it's a guy that comes out every cycle from Melton that talks to the troops there. And that's how I heard about Melton. And then they give you the little papers and the brochure, and they tell you about the where you could start off if you have a certain amount of experience, like far as cents per mile. And then I think there's another program that you can take advantage of as far as like your GI Bill or stuff like that. Not sure about the details on it, but I think it has something to do with like an apprenticeship basically, and you they pay you BAH or something like that. And you can take advantage of that.
Right. And so there's I have some pretty probably not so popular feelings about how our military personnel once they are leaving the military, and the struggles that they may have transitioning to becoming a civilian, and how they're treated, and opportunities that are available to them. I think it's horse shit the way a lot of them are being treated, and I believe that when you dedicate that much time of your life to to this stay in the sovereign country, that what you get out of that, somebody ought to be patting you on the back and not stab you in it, I'm proud of the fact that the trucking industry has dedicated themselves to dedicated this industry to making sure that the transition from being a enlisted guy to a civilian behind the wheel of a truck, a seamless process and a welcoming process at that, and I'm proud that this company Melton has a dedicated crew to see that happens, and I hadn't had a single veteran on this truck that did not tell me that their transition to Melton was not a seamless process. They were always just, it's perfect every time. I've never gotten a bad report from those guys, and so it's a you know, the being in the military obviously is kind of a hands-on-ish type of thing, you know, and so is a flatbed.
Yeah.
You know, and of course, you know, if somebody went through troops of transportation, then they didn't want to sling chains and straps. You know, they can definitely do a drive-in situation, but I'm pretty sure kind of fit in pretty good with you know, with a go-get-em type of attitude and actually having to do a little work.
Yeah.
You know, so I know you'll do fine, and I'm glad to have you here, and you did a fantastic job.
I appreciate all the guidance and
You bet you, brother.
all the help and stuff. And I'm just trying to do the best I can.
You're doing it. You're doing it. So I sincerely hope some of you guys that are considering when it's your turn to you know, come out of the military, if you want to come out to transportation, you know, truck driving, you know, troops of transportation, right?
Yeah.
You know, and if you want to do some flatbed, just reach out to Melton, and hopefully somebody will come out there to your class and speak to you. But just know that you're welcome here for sure. Till I see you again, deliver undistracted. Here's your boop.